Good morning, I'm Joe Vodvarka for JSV Traffic with this Saturday morning update, almost afternoon. We have a lot going on this morning, and first off, we have big delays on the Pennsylvania Turnpike westbound exiting for the Renaissance Fair at the Lancaster exit 266. Traffic has backed up onto the roadway and has backed up for 5 miles. As you can see here in this camera, which keeps refreshing, traffic is just jammed the exit for the toll booth area. Quite honestly, I don't know how they're going to fit all these people in the Renaissance Fair parking lot. They have 2 parking lots, but they're not big enough to handle all the cars that have been piling off at this exit for the last half hour. That's not our only problem. We have other problems over on the Schuylkill Expressway, which is just an absolute disaster this morning, and was backed up in pockets in different places. Now it's just one solid delay coming into town, generally from I-476 just east of this camera, right here, from milepost 332 all the way through I-676. Traffic is just bumper to bumper, stop and go, because, well, number one, it's a beautiful day outside, and it's the weekend, and number two, we have a Temple game that's going to be going on this afternoon. Temple Owls will be playing at the Lincoln Financial Field, and that does draw quite a bit of crowds anymore over the past couple of years, as they've really been trying to promote that and gain a following. And here we are at the Conshohocken Curve, where it's just, well, stopped going inbound. And we'll take a look here east of Waverly Road, and look at this camera. Both directions in this camera are bumper to bumper. And coincidentally, outbound's no better than inbound. Outbound, you have your fair share of delays. It's generally jammed from the area of Vere Avenue all the way out through to Girard. That's because people exiting off for the zoo. Why not? It's a beautiful day to go to the zoo. Then further west it becomes gridlock, approaching the City Ave merge all the way out through to just west of the curve. Then eventually it does open up and starts moving. And here we are at City Avenue, and look at the traffic just crawling this camera. Let's see if we can get this one streaming. Now they turned it around, and you can see the merge itself is not moving all that well. And we can see here, look at this. You're not moving any better than 10, 15 miles an hour. At times it comes to a complete stop. And this is just predominantly just heavy weekend traffic. And a lot of this traffic is tending to exit off of 476 North, which has caused delays further north up on the Northeast Extension, where traffic is bumper to bumper from just north of the East-West Turnpike all the way up through to the Lansdale exit. There's about a 10-mile delay due to heavy Poconos traffic. And further north up near Lehigh Valley, that area is starting to congest as well. There's about a 5-mile delay to get to the Lehigh Valley exit. On the Vine Street Expressway we go, and there's some big doings on the Vine Street Expressway as well. Traffic is generally jammed from the area of Broad Street all the way over to the I-676 ramp. That camera's not working now. Hasn't worked for the past couple days, but that is generally jammed from Broad on over westbound, and that's because of the zoo traffic. On 95 southbound, we have delays now that have just started to develop in the area of Girard. Traffic is just generally jammed from south of the Betsy Ross Bridge all the way through I-676. That's about a 5-mile delay. Then traffic is just bumper to bumper, as you can see here in the camera, and even northbound starting to get heavy. And we do have delays approaching Cotman Avenue. There's about a 2-mile delay there. And we're not done yet. We have delays on 422 westbound in the area of Route 23, where traffic is just bumper to bumper because of road work. And earlier the right lane was taken out. Now I believe they're going to be switching it around, and it's going to be the left lane that's going to be taken out. And let's see here. And no, it looks to be as if they're getting ready to open up the right lane. And yeah, it looks like they're taking out the right lane, and now the left lane is going to be opened up. They switched it around here. It was the right lane that was closed earlier. Anyhow, traffic is just jammed because they're paving the roadway, and traffic is backed up all the way back through to here at 363. It was about a 4-mile delay. It's slowly creeping its way up to a 5-mile delay now. And the travel time's about 25 to 30 minutes just to get through that area. And the road work does release up here at Oaks, where all lanes are open. And next weekend they're going to be paving up in the area of Oaks, and that is sure to cause delays as well. And eventually they're going to have to do eastbound before the summer paving projects are done for the season. On the Blue Route, we're not doing too bad on the Blue Route this morning. Here we are in the area of mile marker 7.4. Not doing too bad. Let's take a look here at Route 1. If anything, there probably will be some southbound delays that will form pretty soon in the area of Exit 5 down to Baltimore Pike, because the volumes there, as you can see here in this camera, they're starting to get heavier, and eventually it probably will slow down. And we're looking here at Beatty Road. Both directions in this camera are quite crowded, but it's still moving along, and we'll just have to wait and see if it does build up enough that it congests in this area. On 95 in Delco this morning, we do have slowing traffic approaching US 322 up through I-476. It's about a 3-mile delay, and doesn't really come to a complete stop, but it's just slow, and it's not moving all too fast. So you got to head down to the airport. Not doing too bad, 95 in the area of the airport. Traffic's actually moving along pretty well. However, once you approach Broad, traffic is starting to slow up for the exit there at Broad, just because of the tempo game that's going on at Lincoln Financial Field. If you're coming west on the Ben Franklin Bridge, traffic is absolutely a nightmare, and it is crawling all the way from Route 30 through to 8th and Vine, just bumper to bumper. That's about a 20 to 25 minute delay because people are coming into town for the weekend. Over in New Jersey, we have our fair share of incidents as well. There's an accident investigation on New Jersey 36 southbound at County Route 4, Palmer Ave in Keansburg. The right lane remains closed. There's an overturned vehicle on the New Jersey Turnpike northbound from south of Interchange 8 in East Windsor Township. The left and center lanes are blocked. Only one lane is open, and there was about a 6-mile delay, and that just keeps growing. And I wouldn't be surprised if it's approaching 7 miles now. Let's take a look at the camera here at 7A, and we'll see how this delay is doing. And yeah, it's generally just stop traffic, and there it is on the right. Traffic is just crawling. So it is up to a 7-mile delay now as traffic is back beyond exit 7A, and this is only going to grow until they get all lanes open. Southbound, no better. 10-mile delay from south of exit 9 all the way through the area of this accident, which is just south of exit 8. And generally it's just stop and go traffic. There's also delays up in North Jersey on the George Washington Bridge in the area of New Jersey Turnpike Eastern Spur. That's because they're doing road work on the lower level, and one lane's going to be closed until further notice, most likely for most of the weekend. And here, once again, is New Jersey traffic, where traffic is just crawling along southbound. As you can see, there's not many cars coming northbound because, well, there's only one lane of traffic getting through at south of Interchange 8. No problems on the Garden State Parkway. AC Expressway is doing fine. There are some sporadic minor delays on mass transit this morning. SEPTA been having some problems with the Trenton line, and generally at times there's been 10 to 15 minute delays on outbound trains headed towards Temple University, so be mindful of that. No other trains have been showing any delays this morning. Buses are running fine. DART's running fine in Delaware, and New Jersey Transit's running fine in New Jersey, and there are no delays to report at this time at the Philadelphia International Airport. I'm Joe Vodvarka for JSV Traffic. Have a great weekend. Enjoy your Saturday. Get out there and enjoy this nice weather.